Berks coming into this game 5-2, 1-0 in conference. Wells 1-4-1. Should be a good game as Wells finds themselves in 5th place, looking right outside the playoff picture. But early in conference play as it's just getting started. Berks, they've been pretty hot, Connor. What do you expect for today's soccer game?
I think it's going to be a good hard-nosed United East matchup today. It's got some playoff implications here as we move forward. I know it's early in the season, but every game counts, and it's only 3 games into conference play. But it's always good to get off on the right foot and push hard for the playoffs as top 4 teams make it.
With that being said, we'll go into the starting lineups for Wells: Sandy Bateman, Lydia Thomas, Erica Arancio, Alexis Dixon, Jay Bouvier, Mackenzie Kunkel, Lauren Kimball, Anna Bernatavitz, Morgan Gingras, Delaney Beers, and Caitlin Brockner. On the road side of things, the Penn State Berks and Indy Lions come into this game with the starting lineup of Adriana Lepera, Sarah Hathaway, Diana Pond, Emily Clapper, Jada Duran, Mary King, Faith Webershak, Violet O'Donnell, Maya Dolan, and Sophia Gonzalez. Beautiful weather here today. When we were walking up to the field, and just awesome day out here for some soccer.
It's a beautiful fall day here, in upstate New York. It's perfect that type of year when the leaves are changing and the weather gets a little bit cooler. But I love this type of season, and I think it's a good type of year up here. It's great views around the lake. Can't beat it.
Yes, sir. And it looks like Berks is ready to kick off, and we are underway here at the Wells College Athletic Turf. Shall I say double dipping today, as we have 2 games. The men's play after the women's game concludes.
Yeah, it's good to see a little doubleheader action here on the turf today.
And to start off the game, Berks with a shot saved by the goalie, Jade Bouvier.
Yeah, they just pushed up the wing that side, and they got a little shot on goal, and that's the type of things that Wells might want to avoid here as we move forward.
Wells lost their last game at Hilbert, but before that they had a good start to conference play, going 1-1 last weekend down in St. Mary's, Maryland, and then being victorious down at Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. Another save there by Bouvier as a shot from Penn State Berks.
Yeah, it's always a tough trip going down there to that part of the states, but it's the things you got to do here in this conference. Travel's tough, but it's good to see that they split at least. You never want to go 0-2 on that trip, and it's good that they got a win here starting conference play. Berks
tied for first place. They are undefeated in conference play in the early goings, and that is the same for St. Mary's, Maryland, and Penn State Harrisburg. Booted away by Kunkel on the defensive side for the Wells College Express. It's kicked out to number 24. That was Violet O'Donnell, and it is broken up by number 21 of the Express. And a fight in the middle of the pitch. As they say, is that correct, Connor? Pitch, soccer terms here?
Yeah, that's what they say across the pond, I guess. You got to bring it over here to America, have some good English terms, Use the right U's when you guys do the ORs here.
Yeah, speaking of soccer, I know we both watched Ted Lasso. Apparently, Ted Lasso, that team's going to be in FIFA, the video game, this year.
Oh, really?
A little tidbit.
Wow. Got it in there at EA Sports, eh?
EA Sports. It's in the game. Berks on the attack. It's kicked out to number 24 again. That is O'Donnell. O'Donnell with the ball in the offensive territory. Kicks it across, and it is a shot. It is wide right.
That's a very dangerous opportunity there for the Express. Penn State Berks had a good attack. Good little cross there in. And just got lucky to the shot of wide. They got in behind the defender on the far side. And good luck there as Berks hopefully can get more of those as the game moves forward.
Berks on the attack, and it is a missed opportunity there as it is going to end up in the hands of the Express. Looks like it will be thrown in by number 7, that is Alexis Dixon. Shot by Berks, another save by Bouvier. She has had an outstanding year in net for the Express to this point.
Yeah, that was a great save there, and that's just par for the course. That she's stood tall here. Sorry about that. Stood tall here for the Express as they mount a very formidable defense so far this year.
One thing to note, Wells Express wasn't sure who was going to play goalie at the start of the year. It's kind of been a musical chairs type deal, but whoever they have in net has done a great job, and Bouvier known more as a field player, has been excelling in net in the early goings.
Yeah, I know it's sometimes hard to make that transition, but she makes it look easy, and things have been working out so far. Let's see if Wells can keep this momentum going forward and have a good game today.
Looks like Lydia Thomas fighting for the ball. Number 24 hits the deck. Thomas with the ball, taking it into the opposing team's side, but it is picked back up by the Penn State Berks defense, and they are back on their attack. And then a shot by number 8, Diana Pond. It is saved yet again by the Express.
It's another high chance opportunity there for Penn State Berks. They're really getting to the danger zones and the nitty-gritty areas of the 18-yard box.
You know, one thing we've seen to this point, Connor, is the Walls defense has done an outstanding job every week, but when you give the opposing team that many opportunities, it's almost a bend but don't break, but eventually, it breaks.
Yes, sometimes you got to get some possession and move it up the field. Right now, they're really playing hemmed in their defensive zone right now, but hopefully that can change. I mean, we're only 5 minutes into this match, and hopefully they can get some things going as their corner kick here for Penn State Berks.
A shot by Penn State. It is wide right, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Express possession. The Express get out of the zone. A nice pass. Looked like that was from Bernatavich to Thomas, and then that was back to number 15, Lauren Kimball. Berks retains possession. It's to number 3, Adriana LaPera. Kicks it forward. It is shot off the post, and it is going to be no goal there.
Another good through ball there. You see that as they worked away from the far side or from the coast side towards the middle. They got a little through ball, found a little hole in the defense right there, and they got another good shot on goal. But sometimes you got to be lucky in net and right off the woodwork.
It's a game of inches.
As it is indeed.
Looks like there is smoke from the grill down over there by the Wells College Golf Course. One of the many beautiful things on the Wells College campus. Burgers, fries, and golf.
Good place to eat. Would recommend.
Wells with possession, ready for a goal kick here by Bouvier. Looks like a nice crowd filing in today for some soccer as the weather is a nice crisp fall day, but the sun is out and about.
Yeah, it's one of those transition periods where it's not too cold yet and people can still enjoy the great outdoors. What upstate New York has to offer, and it is upstate New York, not central New York.
For me, as a downstate New Yorker, everything above Westchester is upstate. I know there are many people who would disagree. From your Canadian perspective, do you think it's just all upstate, or do you go by the regions?
Everything's upstate to me.
Everything is upstate.
It all feels the same.
To get technical, I guess we are in Finger Lakes, central New York, a beautiful part of New York State. Berks on the offensive possession, and that is snubbed away from Wells College.
Great defensive play there by the defender of Wells Express, staying tall just outside the 18-yard box.
Looks like number 6 is wearing the captain's band. That is Sarah Hathaway, the senior from New Tripoli, Pennsylvania, by the way of Northwestern High School. A shot on goal, and that is in the back of the net. And we think that is Diana Pond, the freshman from Miramar, Florida, from American Heritage. You know, Connor, I've seen that high school name before, and they're a powerhouse football program, and I've heard all athletic programs are pretty strong, as we can see the goal right there from the American Heritage alum.
Yeah, as we were talking about earlier, they've been really able to get the ball towards the middle of the field, and a good shot low on goal there, and they're off to a hot start here, around the 37th minute mark here in the first half.
An early push for star of the game. Don't forget to hang around. After the game, we'll name the 3 stars of the game.
Might be a little too early to tell, but these viewers and listeners like to hear the 3 stars brought to you by us. No sponsors yet.
No sponsors. Just pure enjoyment up here in the booth.
It's brought to you by 2 goofballs here in the booth.
2 goofballs, one's baseball. But no, we're pumped to bring you guys some soccer. Any insight we can do for the viewers at home, whether it's statistics, stats from the history games, just whatever it may be, we hope we're a helping hand for you guys at home watching through the stream.
It appears to be a corner kick here for Penn State Berks. Once again, they're putting the attack so far here early in this game.
Connor, I don't think Wells has attempted a shot yet. That's something that, in order to score goals, you got to take chances. Maybe there'll be some adjustments throughout the game, but so far to this point, Berks has had a steady hand on what they want to happen. And it is kicked towards the middle. A nice save by Jay Bouvier. The reflexes there.
Yeah, that was a tough save, quick off the foot right there, but she has a great reaction time and able to make a good save there. And just following up with our earlier point, the great Wayne Gretzky used to say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that's so far what Wells is doing right now. They got to get some shots on goal. They got to get the ball deep into the Penn State Berks to the defensive side of half.
And we'll see just a huge part of college athletics is the halftime adjustments, the mid-game changes.
Yeah.
It's still very early on. It could just be the first 10 minutes. We could be overreacting here, but
you don't know to do that here.
Halfway with the ball for Berks. The Wells defense hurries to the ball, lets it go out of play, and it is going to looks like remain with Berks.
Yeah, another corner kick from the far side that's been peppered so far early here in the game, and let's see if Wells can clear it. Maybe get some sustained attack. Maybe get a little counter attack going. As you can see, the Penn State Berks goalie is playing way outside the 18-yard box right now.
Oh, it is tipped. Berks with the shot. A save by Bouvier again. She's not only saving the ball, but she's saving hard shots, peppering them, like you said. Just a great adjective there, peppering play after play.
Yeah, that's another tough save there. I had to get it with the left foot. It's a quick reaction time once again.
My bad. Peppering is probably a verb. Right?
Not English majors.
We're not English majors.
Hopeful communication majors.
Number 3, LaPera with the ball. Taking it into the offensive zone, crosses it. Is a nice stop by Mackenzie Kunkel, and then Arancio clears it.
So that's a smart clear there by Arancio. Get the ball out. Got to get some sustained pressure away from the Wells side of half.
Adrian Montaneau, I could see him calling out plays down on the sideline. It's his 14th year as the women's coach for Penn State Berks.
And it's been a successful tenure here at Penn State Berks, as he has been named the former ENIAC Coach of the Year 6 different times.
That's quite an accomplishment. To win that award once, Coach of the Year 6 times, he's doing something right.
He has over 100 wins overall in his tenure here on the women's side.
Looks like a shot from Pon is up wide from the net, and looks like Pon is wearing the captain's band, or was that number 6 Hathaway?
It's number 6.
That might have been 6, yeah.
Joe doesn't have his glasses up here in the booth.
You're right, it's a day game, didn't think I needed the glasses, and looks like I'm hurting for that one right now.
Yeah, pouring out for the eye doctors here in the Finger Lakes region. Another corner kick here.
This has had to be like the 4th or 5th one already, and it's only been about 10, 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Number 13 with the ball for Berks. It gets kicked away from the Express defense. Penn State on the attack again as they pick up possession. And Arancio with a nice clear. That's the second clear of the game for standing tall on the defensive side of things. The ball goes towards the offensive side of the zone, and it is Lydia Thomas on the attack. And there is a whistle blown, Connor. And I thought that was a little ticky-tacky there from the ref.
Yeah, that appears to be a foul here and a free kick.
I guess you can't complain. If they stay consistent and call it that way throughout, there's no complaints. I mean, we're used to seeing, what was it, a few weeks ago? There was some physical play, but the refs let them play on. Today, it might not be that.
Well, that's what it is here in the United East, hard-nosed football, as they like to say. Playing the game hard, that's what you like to see here in the United East Conference. As Penn State Berks once again brings it across. and is cleared out by the Wells Express defense. Another corner kick from the far side. It seems to be a very interesting side of the half so far. There's been a number of corner kicks.
Number of them.
And they set up here, hopefully to get a cross in and see if the Wells can clear it.
The kick is up, and it is saved by Bouvier.
Yeah, it appeared to be headed on goal by number 3, Adriana LaPrera from Houghton, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, she found herself in a great position there, in the mix, possible scoring opportunity. That's what you got to do. Nice header there by the defensive player on Penn State, Berks. A shot, and it is saved by the Express. Connor, at halftime, we're going to have to break down these stats. The defensive stats for the Express, although they've allowed one goal, it seems like it has to be about 8-9 saves, and we've only played for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, Jade is again standing strong there in goal. Another tough save right there, and there's going to be a corner kick here on the close side of halves. Look at this. Changing things up.
Who would have thought?
Not us.
Berks with the ball. Crosses it again. A header opportunity from number 13. Retaining possession is Berks. Back and forth they go. And it is a shot above the net. It will be a goal kick for the Express.
Yeah, hopefully they can clear this time to get some sustained pressure once again. But a good game so far.
.30 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half here in Aurora, New York. Beautiful fall day, as we've mentioned before. It looks like the Aurora Farmers Market was going down below. I think we're getting a little halftime pick-me-up from the Aurora Farmers Market. Great food, as always. The surrounding eateries in the area are just second to none.
Great place to eat. Check out Aurora Eats while you're here. Cleared nicely right there.
Is that Caitlin Brockner wearing the captain's band? And it is a goal for Berks. We're going to pull up the stats real quickly to double check on that goal.
Yeah, that was a safe clear, but they shot it right back on goal. It was a little bit farther than usual, but the nice curled into the top left corner.
Looks like that goal was by Faith Wabershak, and the first goal was Diana Pond as well. It was assisted by Emily Clapper. The latter goal that just took place was unassisted.
And they appear to be bringing up again. The attack here has been formidable from the Penn State Berks side of things.
Nice clear by Arancio, wearing the other captain's band. The captains for the Express today are Erica Arancio and Caitlin Brockner.
Yeah, that's 2 goals on 16 shots, 11 shots on goal here by the Penn State Berks side. Wells is still yet to have a shot on goal, but there's been good 9 saves there by Jade in that. Could easily be more than 2 goal deficit so far, but she has stood tall so far.
Keeping the Express in the game. Hopefully she can continue to do that until the Express offense gets going and clicking on all cylinders. In net for Penn State Berks is Sophia Gonzalez. She has yet to see a shot, but she's up towards about a third of the field because all the action's been on this side. Ready to go, it looks like.
Yeah, Diana Pons, number 8, has 4 shots on goal leading the way here for the Penn State Berks side of things. And Sarah Hathaway, number 6, is second with 3 shots on goal. They've really been the stick that stirs the drink, as you might want to say, as they've been the 2 spearheads here of the Penn State Berks offense so far here today.
Bouvier with the goal kick, and it is headed by Berks. Back and forth, Kunkel kicks it away, but it falls in the hands of Penn State Berks. Ninty Lions. Back and forth they go, and Caitlin Brockner falls. No foul on the play.
That's a surprising call, as they called a little ticky-tacky one earlier in the game, and that appears that should have been a free kick for the Wells Express, but they let them play on. See if that changes here as the game progresses.
A little cold here in the booth. Connor putting on his jacket.
Always got to be prepared for the changing weather here in the fall.
A shot by Berks, and it is off the wall.
It is good if you're playing American football.
Speaking of American football, college football Saturday today. Plenty of games in the area, whether it's Hobart, Ithaca College, SUNY Cortland, and a big win by the Syracuse Orange yesterday. They beat University of Virginia 22 to 20, I believe.
Yeah, it was a well-fought game yesterday. I mean, Syracuse almost blew it towards the end, but you know what? They kept a perfect season going, and I know the fans were rocking there. There's a lot of chants going on leaving the field, or leaving the not the Carrier Dome. What is it?
The JMA wireless. That just illustrates Central New York and their passion for collegiate athletics, as we have some passionate fans here today at the Wells College Athletic Turf.
Yeah, a lot of the locals like to come out and support the Express. The biggest draw here in town in rural New York.
Oh yeah, Saturday soccer or football. Berks in the offensive zone, back and forth, a nice clear by Caitlin Brockner, once again wearing the captain's band. Trying to muster some offense, Berks picks it back up. A shot and a save by Bouvier. That shot was by wearing the captain's band. It looks like waiting for her to turn, Sarah Hathaway. Another shot on goal for her. Nice move by number 23 of Penn State, Berks. That is Faith Wawershak.
It's hard to see here in the corner, but it seems like Berks has momentum as they've controlled the ball most of this first half.
Yeah, to the near side corners, it's kind of obstructive from our view here, so playing a little bit of a guessing game as it goes into the corner.
Have to bear with us here as we go through some technical difficulties with the live stream.
We hope you've all been able to listen along. Sometimes our technology says we're cutting away. We think we're back on, and we're happy to be back. But if any technical difficulties happen, just hang with us, as we are always trying our best to get it fixed as soon as possible.
A little too hard there on the touch. Picked up nicely by Jade in that.
Good idea. Just didn't pan out for Berks as Express with the defense standing tall yet again. Although they're down 2-0, with the amount of opportunities Penn State Berks has had, the Wells defense has had a very productive day.
Yeah, so far so good. Let's see if that can transition to the offensive side of the ball, as it appears that Penn Berks has been playing it on the defensive side of half so far. It's going to the far side now with number 15, Mary King, bringing it up the field on the far side of the pitch. Passes it to the wing player. And back towards the middle, but too hard. Cleared by Oroncio there.
Oroncio's had a lot of clears today, doing a great job standing tall on the defensive side of things, almost being like a safety net whenever the offense goes through. And a Penn State Berks player on the ground, the ref is going to call a foul. Is there going to be a card here, Connor? Let's see.
No, it appears to be a penalty kick, as that she was taken down inside the 18-yard box. That was Adriana Lipra, number 3, who was bringing it up the field.
And yeah, this will be a penalty kick. One of the most exciting plays in all of soccer.
Yes, it could be a nice TSN turning point here. As if Jake and Stan Hall, maybe the Wells team use that momentum going forward.
And this is number 13, Jada Duran. Duran,
senior out of Reading, PA.
Set to kick. Motioning forward. The kick is up, and it is good. A goal, their third goal of the day. Duran's first of the day as well.
And she picked that bottom corner right there. Tickled the twine, as they like to say. It's a very good shot. Unable to get over there was Jade, but there's not much you can do on a...
As a goalie, yeah, that's a very tough position to be in. That is Jada Duran's first goal. She had 1 assist coming into today. To touch on other stats as well, we saw Diana Pine. She had 6 goals coming into today. That is her 7th. And was it Sarah Hathaway who had a goal earlier? That would be her 4th goal as she came into today's contest with 3.
Yeah, that goal was scored at the 22-23 minute mark here in the first half in Aurora, New York. And they're bringing up the far side of the pitch. Trying to get past the defender there, as she does, and she brings it towards. But a nice play by the other defender here in Wells as she clears it. Stops the play from going towards the middle, and she clears it out. Now it's going to be a throw-in here for the Penn State Berks.
Looks like that was Mackenzie Kunkel, a great defensive player, as you mentioned. She has also had a great day defensively. To be quite honest, most of the Wells players on the defensive side of the ball have done their job because they've been, like we said, getting peppered all ball game.
And it seems that maybe Wells can get something brewing here as they bring it up around midfield. But that's blocked nicely by the Penn State Berks team. Their defense standing tall once again.
Picked up by number 23. Kicked off again to number 13.
A good through ball there to number 3. She tries to get around the defender, stops up. Pass back to number 3, Faith Wavershack here. She tries to make a move, makes another move around the defender, back to number 3, Adriana Lepera. Sorry for pronouncing that wrong.
And it's picked up by Jay Bouvier. Just at 21 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. It's been a pretty constant half, as the moral of the story is Berks has been on offense, Wells has been doing their best to defend, and for the most part they have. But like we said, with all of the shots, it's bound to happen.
And number 8 passes it over to the middle. Another play good by Mackenzie Kunkel right there. Way to stand tall just outside the 18-yard box.
Bernatavich with the ball, and it is picked up by Penn State Berks. Back to Kunkel. Kunkel gets it back out, back to Berks. Playing a little pinball here.
Yeah, they bring it up the far side of the pitch again.
And it is saved by Jay Bouvier yet again.
They keep trying that cross from the far side of the pitch towards the middle, and it seems to be stopping good so far, aside from a few of the opportunities here.
Mm-hmm. And that is Bouvier's 11th save of the day. An outstanding half.
And once again, they're bringing it up the pitch once again here.
Stopped, but then picked back up by Berks. A shot, it is stopped by the defender. Caitlin Brockner clears it, but Berks is back in the offensive zone. Back and forth we go.
Been a doozy of a game so far here at the Wells Athletic Turf.
For sure, a real doozy. And, you see Jay Bouvier with 11 saves. Are we going for 20 today? I think it could be a 20-save day. What are they saying, Moneyball, the great movie? We're going for 20. We're going for 20.
It's here for the good movie tips. The new Avatar movie came out earlier this weekend, so maybe we should go and check that out.
Huge movie fans up here. And if you're getting a broadcast by Joe and Connor, we're gonna talk. We're just gonna shoot the breeze, as they would say.
We're gonna make some references. Maybe not everyone might not get it, but what can you do?
Soccer is a game where sometimes it's slow paced. You just gotta fill the space, and we're hoping to provide some entertainment for you viewers at home, whether it's soccer analytics or some movie references.
Yeah, what can you do when you live in the shoe? As Wells brings it across, as they bring it across midfield here, but defended nicely by the Penn State Berks team. And what is their mascot again?
The Nindy Lions. I know in our first broadcast of the year, the Panthers you were saying, but we've got that cleared up.
It just comes back from my elementary school days. The Pumpkin Park Panthers, same logo and everything. So
there's a lot of Penn State satellite schools in the United East, as there's Penn State Berks, Penn State Harrisburg, and Penn State Abington.
Seems to be like almost their own SUNY system, as they like to be here.
You'd like to see maybe change up the colors and maybe mascots, but hey, that's Pennsylvania. I'm not going to argue with. I'm sure the Pennsylvania fans at home are probably disagree with us out here.
Yeah, definitely, but you know what? Maybe we'll come up with some mascot power rankings.
Oh, man, well, I can tell you what, the Penn State schools are all going to be tied because they're the same exact mascot.
Speaking of mascots, I think the Express should get a mascot here.
What are we going with, the train or the Henry Wells Stagecoach?
The Stagecoaches.
The Stagecoach. Wells College founded by Henry Wells. He founded American Express, Wells Fargo.
Wells up here bringing outside the Penn State Berks side of half, and it's defended nicely once again. And here comes the transition.
Jada Duran on the offensive side of things, pushing the ball forward and puts it in reverse, Terry.
Nice through ball here. Let's see if they can get something going. A little stop up.
Oh, and a shot blocked by, it looks like Sydney Bateman. Standing tall there on the defensive side of the zone, just like so many Wells Express athletes in today's ballgame. Scarlett Lonsky on the defense kicks it away. And it is picked up by Berks. Back and forth they go. Lepero with the ball, crosses it into the offensive zone, and Kunkel there to say, no, not today. But Berks gets the ball back, and it is a slide, no foul on the play. That would have been another penalty shot there, Connor.
That's just hard-nosed football, you know?
And it looks like one of the players on the Express is slow to get up. Hopefully everybody's healthy. And a shot, a turnaround by the captain. Is that number 6, Sarah Hathaway? Is that her first goal today or second?
I believe that is her first goal of the game, but that's a nice little turnaround and a quick shot. Unable to get over was the Wells defense, and it's hard to defend that when it's a well-placed shot.
You know, I thought it was her first goal, or her second goal there. That's because she's been playing so well on the offensive side of things. A lot of shots, and finally gets one to fall as just a beautiful move there.
Yeah, you know, the Bees have been buzzing on that side of the half, and a quick turnaround and a quick shot, and that's what happens, you know?
Number 9, Emily Schneider, checking into the game from Silver Creek, New York, attended Silver Creek Central School, the first-year defensive player. And that looks like Mackenzie Kunkel taking a rest. It looks like she was a player who fell on the floor, so probably making sure she's all right. As the training staff here at Wells College, led by Kylie, she does an outstanding job for the athletes.
Yeah, shout out to the Wells athletic training staff. They're the real all-stars in today's game.
Berks back on the attack, and it is a shot wide right.
You know, when you're trying to kick a round ball, it's bound to happen. You know, the bounces can't get the biscuit in the basket all time.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Am I right, Connor?
Yeah, it's things. That's how things go. You gotta keep chugging along on the train here at Wells Express.
Oh, I like what you did there. Is that what we call an alliteration, or no? Am I just...
I don't know, maybe the 9th grade English class needs to get a little refresher here.
Shot wide there by Berks, as that was a good opportunity.
I don't know what an adjective is, a verb, an alliteration, whatever. We have onomatopoeia. Whap!
Bang.
This is some 1960s comic strip over here.
Oh, yeah. Arancio with the kick, and it is going to head on its way out of bounds. Will be in the hands of the Penn State Berks.
Yeah, one lucky man there. Maybe that's a souvenir there with the little game ball.
You know, souvenir would be awesome. It looks like the staff here at Wells College doing a great job tracking those balls and making sure no one goes home with a stolen souvenir. Oh, a nice play by Lonsky to deny Berks. Back and forth they go. Number 23 with possession here. Passes to number 3. That is Lepera. Number 10, Emily Clapper with the ball. And a shot saved by Bouvier.
Yeah, just off the hands and above the crossbar. That's a very good save. You know, tough save. You have to get up off the turf and use that big vertical there to make a great save.
For Bouvier not being a goalie, she's very technically sound in net and plays a very good goalie position. As far as depth, looks like these teams are both similar, only about 3 to 4 players on the bench. So conditioning is going to come into play here today. You know, Berks has started off hot out the gate. Is it going to continue, or are they going to get tired? We'll see if there'll be any halftime adjustments as far as substitutions to keep the legs fresh.
You got to keep the legs moving out there. You know, you can't get stagnant on either defense or offense. You got to keep the legs moving. You got to keep the tires pumping, as they like to say, and you got to make things good. You really got to have some hard-nosed football here. Remember remember to join us here for the men's game following the women's game.
Yep, that will be coming up at 3 o'clock. I believe it is the Berks men's team as well in town. We'll have to double check that.
It'd be safe to assume that could happen,
Conference play, usually they travel together.
Got a long bus ride home, As number 13 brings it up on the far side to see if she has some energy here. Oh, it's stopped nicely by the Wells defense right there.
Alexis Dixon, it looks like, on the play.
He's running around out there, swarming the ball, as they'd say. As they try to do a stop up here. Oh, down the line towards the middle. 1-2 into the corner. See if they can cross it here.
Number 8 with the shot, and it is out of bounds. It will be the express ball.
That was a little good give and go down the far side of the pitch. A little 1-2, a little touch here and there, but it's defended nicely by the Wolves Express there. That's good to see, Not willing to give in anymore.
Despite what the scoreboard says in the first half, they're playing hard, and that's all you can ask for. And that's college athletics at its core.
Hard-nosed football. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. If you came to watch hard-nosed football, this is the place to be. We got wall-to-wall ball for the next 4 hours.
Wall-to-wall, yeah. All the walls out here on the beautiful Wells Athletic Turf. What was that? Constructed in what, 2015?
2015, 2016. Beautiful field, multi-purpose, baseball, softball, field hockey, soccer, and lacrosse all takes place here. A shot by Berks, saved by Bouvier, yet again.
Yeah, it's good to see here as we have a nice turf facility. Can't ask for much here in the upstate. The weather might not cooperate as all times. You're not going to have these beautiful sun-shining days. So it's good for the grounds crew-wise here.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to the Wells grounds crew. Jim Button and his staff does an outstanding job, whether it's athletic fields, golf courses, on campus.
Makes some mean food, too, as well.
Oh, Jim Button can cook.
As he does for a lot of the Wells Express teams here. Big potluck family style, as we are one big happy family here at Wells College.
Looks like there's a substitution for the Penn State Berks Lions. Number 16 checking into the game, that's Catherine Basinger, and checking out is number 3, Adriana LaPera, who's had a great game to this point. Looks like taking a little bit of a break before the second half.
Yeah, Catherine Basinger is a freshman from Miramar, Florida. Another Floridian here.
Is that 2 players from the same town in Florida? Except she went to Cardinal Gibbons, not American Heritage.
Could that be rival high schools?
Connor, we're both not from Florida. We'll have to ask some of our Florida baseball teammates if there's a little rivalry brewing at the high school level.
Florida athletics, they keep things tough and they keep things interesting down there.
And that ball is booted away. It's going to be a Wells Express ball. 11 minutes left. Not many stoppages for today's game. It's going pretty smooth, Connor.
It's been a quick game so far. It's a good pace, Like I said, you got to keep the legs moving, got to keep the legs fresh. It's been a good pace here.
It's a process, and today, it's been solid.
Yeah, like you said, it's a process. Got to keep moving forward. Got to keep having one foot in front of the other. Got to keep things going forward in the right direction here.
Oh yeah. It's going to be kicked over to number 23 of Penn State Berks. That is Faith Weber-Shack, who has a goal today. That's number 16, who just checked into the game with the touch. The ball is up for grabs. Berks takes possession. The Wells defense fighting strong. Physical play by Lydia Thomas, doing a great job to get the ball.
See, the counterattack can go strong here as she brings it up towards midfield. A little stop up.
Thomas, a great job getting possession and moving the ball upfield.
They appear to be a little out of whack there as the pass was not intended in the right direction, but I think it's going to be changed as, once again, halftime adjustments. That's a big part of the game.
Looks like we're going to have so in a moment. Samantha Lewis, number 11, ready to check in on the side.
For the Wells Express, right?
Yes, for the Express. Thank you, by the way, for not clarifying for the folks at home. That is why me and Connor have each other here to pick each other up.
Yeah, as well as it appears to be in their home whites today.
The beautiful home white jerseys. Very clean look. The red shorts.
There's something about those 2 colors that just flow nicely,
Red and white.
Got to represent Canada, the big old red and white.
That's why. I thought we were talking Wells Athletics. This guy, my partner in the booth, is Canadian. For those of you who do not know.
Got to shout out the homeland.
Nice save by Bouvier, and the ball's loose, but she picks it back up before the Berks offensive player is in the zone.
Yeah, they were hunting down the ball right there, but she makes another great play there from the defensive standpoint of the game.
You know, I believe that was waiting for her to turn. I cannot see the number, but I wanted to point out, that was a great play. You know they say follow your shot in basketball? She followed her shot here and almost had an opportunity to score, but Bouvier doing a great job to pick up that loose ball.
They're trying to go for the rebounds there. You know, you gotta hunt those rebounds.
Looks like that was number 16, Catherine Basinger, who just checked in. So good hustle. That's why you make those substitutions. Fresh legs, bringing the energy.
Energy off the bench. That's what it's all about, you know?
I'd like to say it's almost like Steve Novak with the Knicks way back in the day.
Oh, this guy and Steve Novak.
He could shoot three, man, like nobody else. And we're seeing that translate here in soccer with the fresh legs off the bench.
Appears that number 22 for the Penn State Berks side, Morgan Blyer of Lebanon, PA, the sophomore, subbing in for number 32, Maya Dolan, the freshman from Coreyville, PA.
Looks like Wells had a substitution as well. Bateman comes out, and that was, did you mention that before, Kyle? My bad. That was, Samantha Lewis. Just didn't want to repeat what you were saying there, buddy. Hot potato, the ball's going back and forth. In the offensive zone, which is dangerous, but Bouvier says, not today yet again.
Not today, not today. And that's up to 15 saves already here in the first half. And there's yet to be a shot on goal for the Penn State side of the field, as she continues to get a little restless out there.
You know, kind of, the goalie must be lonely when you're off. It's a good thing to see, though. Your offense is doing such a good job, but you're just standing there.
There could be a quick shot here from the Wells Express.
You're right.
The counterattack. Maybe they can get a.
Always got to stay on your toes. And even though she hasn't faced any shots, that is the goalie for Penn State Berks. That is Sophia Gonzalez. Although she has not faced any shots, she's doing a great job directing her team. I could hear her yelling to the offense, the defense, getting them lined up in the right play. Almost like a quarterback when they're running offense. You still have a lot of responsibilities, and the goalie for Berks is doing a great job.
It's all about setting up the chess pieces on the board, and it's all about directing traffic and making sure there's no audibles here on the offense or defensive side of the ball.
You know, to this point, Wells has played chess, Wells has played checkers, and Berks has played chess. Hopefully we can switch that up in the second half, as we are a little bit of a homers here. And a nice block by Lydia Thomas as the Berks
Number
player.
23, Faith Wavershack, again coming up from the defensive side of the path. And a great shot out wide, just a little bit to the left of the goal. And it's going to be another goal kick here for the Express, as there's just over 6 minutes here left in the first half of play here in Aurora, New York.
You know, Connor, it's pretty crazy to see Wavershack listed as a defender, finding herself on the offensive side most of this game. That's what you call a versatile player. Maybe they're not as needed as much on the defensive side today, but she's doing a great job stepping up and creating a lot of offense.
She seems to be pinching here in the offensive zone, trying to get everything towards the front of the net.
And Wells takes possession of the ball, making a push here towards the end of the second half. It is number 16, Anna Bernatavis with the ball, where that was 15, Lauren Kimball.
A great defensive play there by Berks once again. Unable to get any sustained pressure here over the midfield line. As she keeps it in bounds, number 23, Faith Wavershack keeps it in bounds here on the close side of the field. Sends it back to their defensive partner.
That's
a little through ball now here to number 8. Great defensive play by Lydia Thomas there to get the ball.
Brockner kicks it back to her teammates on the defensive side, and it is kicked away. Number 17 with the touch. That is Morgan Klein. Klein with a nice defensive play there. Like we said, they haven't been called upon much today, the Berks defense, but doing their job whenever called.
Appears to be playing the center back position here. As the ball bounces around on the far side of the field, as there's just under 5 minutes to go left in the first half of play.
5 minutes remaining in the period, as they would say at a hockey game.
Cornell Hockey, come support the Big Red.
Well, sister school, dare I say.
You know, I'll be there for some Cornell Hockey.
Oh, yeah.
After that.
Wells is a sister school of Cornell, which means students can take classes at Cornell free of charge, which is pretty cool.
I know I've been taking advantage of that program. It's been very nice to go on campus at a nice, great Ivy League school.
Yes, Ivy League education. As we sit here and announce Wells Athletics, it's always good to show the viewers at home maybe some information about Wells College as well, as it is a kick from Berks. But Cornell football today, homecoming versus Yale. They're about to kick off today. Almost the de facto football team for the Express up here.
I know, between Syracuse and Cornell, I think those two are my college teams so far. One in the ACC and one in the Ivy Leagues. Gotta show my support for multiple teams here.
But first and foremost,
it's all about U Sports football back home in Canada.
No, first and foremost, it's the Express.
U Sports football.
Connor's referencing Canadian college football for those of you who have no clue what he's saying.
It's a deep cut,
Berks with the offensive possession. A shot on goal. No, it is wide right. A nice push there by the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, a little back touch right there. Get the defenseman going towards the other player, and a good shot on goal. But just a little bit wide, and that appears to be the commonality here in the first half of play. A lot of shots on goal.
Arancio with the kick. Lydia Thomas with possession kicks it forward. It is going to get picked up by the defense of Penn State Berks. It is to number 6, Sarah Hathaway, the captain. Captains are like the king of the castle. They lead the team and are called upon in all different situations. As Wells has an offensive possession here. It looks like it's number 15, Lauren Kimball.
See if we can get something going here. Here we go, Joe. Here we go.
Here we go, Jim. Jim Nance say to Tony Romo. But Berks says, no, not today.
That little bit, I made a tumble reference here.
A little bit, yeah. The great.
And again, not a foul called here. They're really letting them play today.
I thought we were going to have a little bit of a softer game with that first call, but since then, there's been no fouls.
As there appears to be one that should have happened right there, but, the rest are swallowing their whistles, as they like to say. That's what it's all about. Hard-nosed football here in the United States.
Saturday night or day football here.
Saturday night's all right for fighting, as they like to say.
Number 8, Diana Pond with ball. Kicked around and a nice boot by the Wells defense. You saw some of the players dump their heads as that shot had some serious velocity there.
Yeah, a little mustard on the ball right there.
Number 7 tries to keep it in and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Wells free kick.
As we're approaching the last minute of play here in the first half of the first game here.
Are we double dipping today? A little 2 for Tuesday on a Saturday?
Well, hey there, how you doing?
Here we are.
A little team builder, hopefully.
We hope you viewers at home are having just as much fun as me and my broadcast partner, Connor Carmatthews here, as we're watching some quality soccer. Although the Express are trailing by 4, they're hanging tough. The defense has been outstanding. They just need to muster up more offense.
This clock keeps winding down. Let's hopefully they can clear it out and go into halftime ready to regroup and reassess what's been going on.
Word of the game, halftime adjustments or phrase. And that's what it's going to come down to today.
Yeah, word of the day, as he says 5 words. You need the calendar, eh? The word of the day calendar.
Word of the day calendar, oh man. I just can't wait for
I think the word of the day is resilience.
You know the Christmas calendar is the one with the chocolates every day. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, as we approach the holidays here, Canadian Thanksgiving is in October, but America is towards the middle part of November.
Wells on the attack, but too little, too late as the buzzer goes off. And I don't think it's going to count as a shot on goal. The Express, no shots on goal, but the defense playing great. Just not enough as Berks has put 4 in the back of the net. Connor, any last thought before we take a pause for halftime?
I think we hit the nail on the head with mid-game adjustments, a little halftime regrouping, maybe change the formation here, but let's see how things go. And we'll be back after the 15-minute halftime show, and we'll see how things go.
We'll be back in a moment, and we will see you guys soon.
And another corner kick here on the far side of the pitch. If they look for a cross here towards the Wells Express goal in the first few minutes of play in the second half. And to the outside, shot from the outside. Cleared in as Anna Brantavitz has it.
And we are back. It keeps cutting in and out, looks like our feed here. We're sorry once again for the viewers at home. We apologize. We're just going to keep trying to get on top of things.
Just keep rolling along here. You got to
keep on keeping on.
Got to roll with the punches. Another cross in by the Berks, and it's just out of reach of number 10. Emily Hacker, the captain. Back to number 24 here on the Berks. A good shot. Good save there by Jade. Another good save there. She's been getting peppered all game long, but she stood tall for that task, and there appears to be a throw-in on the far side of the pitch into number 3, Adriana Lepera.
Berks, yet again, just playing a great offensive scheme here, and it's worked, and they're going to continue to stick to it. Let's see if Wells decides to switch things up. As we were walking by the coaching staff, Coach Rancio and the assistant coach as well, and they were doing a great job. Looked like they were trying to scheme some new things for the next half.
Yeah, just got to keep things going, and got to get the counterattack going here. And
the assistant coach for the Express is Alexis Huff, a former player who just graduated last year. So very within the sport, just graduated, knows what it takes to be a college athlete in today's day and age.
And she knows most of the girls on the team, and it's good to have that rapport with
that bridge between coaches and players.
Yeah. And it's good to keep the former graduates in the alumni network is strong here at Wells College.
Thomas with the ball as she is swarmed by 2 Berks athletes. Kicking it towards the defensive side, and that is number 32 on Berks to 24. O'Donnell with the kick to the captain, Hathaway into the offensive zone. A nice finesse pass. And a shot, it is wide.
And out of play into the farm field out back here. Another quick turnaround shot that they've been trying to get going here, as they've seen that move multiple times here so far in the game as we approach the 39th minute here in the second half of play at beautiful Aurora, New York.
Bouvier with the free goal kick.
The free goal kick, eh?
Free goal kick, eh? Yeah.
Soccer IQ plus $1 million right now. A little cross here, and it is on top of the net.
That would have been something else there, Connor.
That was close. Another game of inches move right there. Just over the crossbar. Couldn't get bar down off the goal. A good bid there from the outside. And now there's going to be a free kick here for the Wells Express.
And Connor, it looks like we can confirm it. Looks like the men's team is from Berks as they're getting ready. Stretched out, taped up by the training staff here.
Once again, the A1 training staff here at Wells College.
Ran by Kylie Robbins, does an amazing job for our athletes as well as the opposing team's athletes on game day.
Yep. Good to see you're part of the Wells community.
Booted away by Mackenzie Kunkel. It stays on possession for Berks.
Number 17, Morgan Klein. Again, staying strong here on the center half on the opposing side of the pack. I guess she's now moved over to the left back position here at the Wells Express field.
The defense for Berks, like we said, hasn't been asked to do too much today, but they've always done their job, playing flawlessly on the back end.
They haven't been tested, but when they have been, they've been up to the task. And here comes the
Hathaway to 15, back to 10 on Berks. They're shooting multiple shots there, opportunities, but blocked by the Wells defense.
Yeah, that appears to be Sydney Bateman on the clear right there. Just getting second chance opportunities. They're getting the rebounds. They're getting towards the open part of the goal. And now it's another corner kick from the close side of the field. And let's see if they can cross it in here.
Big corner here for Berks as it is up and it is defended by Arancio.
Yeah, a good clearing there as well. It's got to get the ball out of the center and the danger areas. The danger zones of the pitch. Can't have them in the danger zones.
Wells find themselves in one right now.
Headed in on goal, and
it's a loose ball kicked. It is scored by Berks. They put up number 6.
That is from the far side of the field. You will get confirmation of who scored the goal, but that's, once again, like we were talking about, another second chance opportunity. It appears the defense have been standing still, but Jade was able to make the first save but could not follow up, as we are now 37 minutes left in the second half of action here. It's 6-0 here for the Penn State Berks team, the squad. And it's played back nicely to the Wells defense as they try to regroup and maybe find some openings here. Brought nicely by, who's that, number 2?
Looks like Scarlett Lonsky there, bringing it up. But Berks gets possession again.
And that 6th goal was scored by Adriana Lepra. She has a goal, an assist so far
nice
here
save by
today.
Bouvier. And that was a nice.
And Apon as well has 2 goals for the Penn State Berks team, both assisted by Emily Clapper.
So, Connor, we have a lot of players on Berks getting goals, but also assist to facilitating the ball, doing other things, not just the actual scoring. Complete offense.
That is unselfish play there by the Penn State Berks team.
Number 17, Klein, with the ball in the defensive end, to number 24.
And stolen nicely by the Express there. Let's see if they can get them going. And no, that was cleared back to the defensive zone by the Penn State Berks team.
32, Maya Dolan with a big play there. It looked like Wells was going to get some offensive there, but it was not happening on Maya Dolan's watch. And it looks like 2 players fall to the ground, and it will be Wells' possession.
It appears to be a free kick here deep in Wells Express territory as they look to clear it up. A nice boot up towards the middle. And it's defended nicely by number 33. Oh, and 2 girls are taken down right there. And a foul called. And it's going to be another free kick here close to midfield for the Express.
Good job by Bernatavitz drawing the foul there. And Wells going to find themselves an opportunity to create some offense. Looks like Arancio will be doing the kick.
As they reset now on the defensive side and the offensive side. And it's booted up. And it's blocked nicely by the Penn State defender. And they regain possession as they go for the counterattack as number 8 is taken down here in the offensive territory.
And I thought it looks like a Wells player accidental contact there. Looks like it was nothing personal, no malintent.
But appears to be a card given here.
Is that a yellow card? It looks like it's a yellow card to number 5, Lydia Thomas. We'll confirm on the stats after a moment, but it looks like on the surface that was Lydia Thomas with the yellow card.
There doesn't appear to be any malintent there, and it just feels like 2 players going hard for the ball, but what can you do? The ref saw something different, and he gave a card. Once again, forced to reset here as the players are ready to go.
In the ref's defense, you do want to keep everything under control. The game is 6-0. You don't want any malintent, any unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, you don't want the game to get out of hand, but once again, I don't think that is what the Wells College team is all about.
Certainly not. I thought there was no malintent there. The ref saw it otherwise, like we said. Making sure nothing like the old Philadelphia Flyers happens. As whenever they trailed in an old playoff series, they would just start hitting.
I think it's an interesting analogy to use, comparing United East Soccer to the Broad Street Bullies in 1970s NHL.
I wouldn't say a connection, more just the polar opposites. And a nice boot, but it is over the net. And is that into the farmland as well?
Oh, it's into the farm fields on the nice backdrop here at the beautiful Wells Turf facility.
The Schwartz Athletic Center, the Wells Athletic Turf here, beautiful facilities, also surrounded by amazing nature, whether it's lakes, farmland, trees, golf courses. I'm sure road teams love traveling up our way. The bus rides are probably long, but beautiful space to play here.
Yeah, a lot of hills and a lot of things that can go wrong, but nothing can beat the Finger Lakes region.
We're just a walking advertisement for the Finger Lakes, Connor. They
It's the place where we call home, Number 8 again with the ball, crosses it in, shot
saved by Bouvier. A nice reflex there. That was an outstanding athletic play there.
That was a great save, has to get the ball out of bounds, and there appears to be a corner kick on the near side of the field. But a great save there, standing tall despite the score and despite the onslaught from the Penn State Berks team. They came out of halftime raring to go. Let's see if Wells can make those adjustments that we keep talking about here. Crossed in and just wide. There appears to be no one there from the Penn State Berks to head it in, as now it's a goal kick for the Wells Express.
You know, one thing I noticed here, Connor, is the Wells athletic staff doing a great job. Looks like Zach Kronk, a baseball teammate of ours, retrieving the balls that went out of play. There's a number of staff and workers here at the soccer game doing a great job making sure the pace of play is not interrupted. As Bouvier is ready for a goal kick, kicks it up, and it is a loose ball picked up by Thomas of the Express, but it is taken away back by the Berks defensive unit.
And they are controlling the ball. Once again, not tested nearly as often, but they are controlling the pace of play here as the game progresses towards the 30-minute mark left in the second half of play.
You know, Penn State Berks still taking offensive possessions, trying to score, but you could definitely see they might have eased back, maybe looking at the clock as their friend. They have a 6-goal lead with about 32 minutes left. Now the clock is your friend. You want to eat that up and secure the victory. But with that being said, they also are taking their strikes here and there, just like right now, as it is a strike and it is saved by Jade Bouvier.
It's another good save. There wasn't too much traffic in front of the net. It was a little from the outside, or as the point, as they like to say. And it was a good save there again. Just getting peppered on goal, getting shots on goal, and hopefully the Express can clear it. But no, it's back in their defensive zone. Nice one touch there to number 15, and tries to make a move, but loses it. But it's recovered nicely by their captain. Another through ball to the other captain, number 10, turn and shot. Just wide of the net. Again, with the turn and shot move, seems to be pretty effective here so far in the second half of play.
Yeah, and that was Emily Clapper, the senior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, from Conestoga Valley.
And she has 2 assists on the day here.
Very unselfish today. There, a great opportunity to score, and it was a good run just a little bit to the left of the net.
A couple of apples there, looking for the Gino, the first goal of the game for her.
Thomas with the ball. There's a defender tracking her that looks like O'Donnell with it, but it is going to go out of play on O'Donnell. Alexis Dixon not going to throw it in. They're going to let number 4, Cindy Bateman, throw it in as they move towards the offensive side of the ball.
So just over half, and it's a throw-in here.
Anna Bernatavich with possession. It is loose. It is 3 Wells players and 3 Penn State players, and coming victorious is Penn State, 15 to number 8.
Beautiful through ball there as she works towards the middle of the pitch.
That's Diana Pond with the shot. It's up and it is tipped by the goalie. It is saved, but it is put back into the net.
Yeah, the first save off the crossbar, but rebounded right towards the Penn State player. Didn't do a good job of boxing out there, and she was able to come in and put the ball in the back of the net.
That was a great athletic play yet again by the goalie, Jade Bouvier, by the Wells College Express, but it was the second chances. It was the rebound there. As you mentioned, the Penn State Berks offense snuck in there for that second chance opportunity.
It's the rebounds. The rebounds are killer. It appears that they will continue the onslaught of offensive play so far in the game. And that is Adriana Lipra, again, scoring the last 2 goals here for the Penn State Berks side of things.
As the game has moved on, it seems that Berks has been slowly padding their stats today.
Yeah, that is her second goal, and she now has 2 goals and an assist on the day. Looking for that hat trick. Is it hat trick watch time here at the Wells Express Athletic?
Let's look at the stats real quick, Connor. We have 2. Is that 1 or 2 players with 2 goals?
It's 2 players with 2 goals.
2 players with 2 goals. We have Clapper with 2 and Lepera with 2.
Clapper has 2 assists.
Wait, is that 3? Did we see a hat trick already? No, she has 1 assist as well.
Get your head in the gutter.
So finding ourselves in all aspects of the game, 2 goals and an assist. Now that is something you don't see every day.
Nope. As well as our math skills. Not used every day.
Not used every day.
Well, 1 touch there by the coach. Quick ball up there towards his players. There's a throw in here for the Penn State Berks side of things, and they are kicking it back towards the middle. Number 10 with it. Cross it. A little 1 touch.
Connor, you got to think their head coach, Andrea Moutino, he's got to be happy with their play today. As they've just played a complete game, defense, offense, and everything in between.
And you can see why he has won the ENIAC Coach of the Year so many times. He appears to have the squad's full attention and full respect there. And he is calling a good game for the bench so far.
The cross where the corner is up, and it is saved by Bouvier, but it is put back into the net. We're going to get confirmation on the goal, as that is goal number 8 on the day. You know, this has been a very big run for the Nindy Lions, as within the past 5 minutes, we've seen about 2 to 3 goals.
Yeah, it's been pretty lopsided, as I hate to say, and just give full credit to them. They came out firing all cylinders today.
You know, the Express are still playing tough. You can see the effort is not the problem, as they're hustling, doing whatever they can. It's just Berks is having themselves an outstanding day. You can't stop this.
Having themselves a big and rich time. A little country reference for those who like that type of music.
Yeah, to be quite honest, Connor, I did not get the reference. 24, O'Donnell with the ball. It goes out of play off the Express. Alexis Dixon was hounding the player on Berks there, doing a great job, but they get it away, and now they're back into the offensive zone. It looks like Hathaway, the captain, kicks it forward, looks towards the other captain, and it is in the back of the net again, as we will get confirmation on that as well. The last goal was scored by Diana Pond.
And that appears to be her 3rd goal, hat trick completed.
And we have got our first hat trick, and we're just going to see what happened on the last goal, as it is now 9-0 here, with 27 minutes and 41 seconds to play.
That's Emily Clapper's first goal of the game for the 9th goal of her day.
Clapper has a few assists. Is that right, Connor?
Yeah, she found her Gino.
And that's a complete game right there.
In addition to the number of apples she had so far today in the game.
Apples as an assist, you mean, correct?
For a little hockey lingo here for all the hockey fans out there. Go Leafs.
Erica Arancio with the ball to Anna Bernatavitz. Anna Bernatavitz kicking it forward. Lydia Thomas with it, but it is kicked away by the Berks midfielders as they get it to their offensive side of the ball. The rush is coming, but a nice play by the Wolves defense. A nice physical play there by Anna Bernatavitz to get the ball. Erica Arancio kicks it forward, number 32 with the ball. Number 7 now, that is Erna Hamzik with the ball, checking into the game. Hamzik, the junior midfielder from New Holland, Pennsylvania, by the way of Garden Spot High School.
New Jersey, the Garden State.
I think she's from New Holland, Pennsylvania. But you are right, Connor. New Jersey is the Garden State.
Just tough look for the kid over here. Don't really know my American geography. I do know that Aurora is a city that always sleeps, but not today.
Not today, as we have 2 enticing soccer matchups.
Yeah. As soon as the girl game ends, we're going to have a little bit of a break, but join us again for the men's side of things.
Men's soccer taking on Berks.
And it's played up here for the Express as they look to get some sort of offense here today. Oh, that appears to be a foul. A good call by the ref. Almost didn't call it, but...
that would have been blamed if he didn't call it there. He had to call that one. And it looks like the Wolves player a little shaken up. And that is number 5, Lydia Thomas. Is that correct, Connor? I'm trying to see.
Yes, that is number 5, Lydia Thomas.
Looks like a sub will be going into the game. That is number 12. Number 12 is checking in, and that is Cassie Pierce.
Something you do not want to see, an injured player here in the game.
Pierce is a first year. There is no high school or town listed. We will try to get that to you as soon as we can. Kunkel with the ball. Bouvier runs towards the ball as Berks making an offensive push there. Shuts that one down.
A nice save there once again. Still playing the game the right way. Tough bounce today, but still playing hard, fighting hard. That's all I can ask for here from both sides of the field.
Exactly, and although Wells was playing a very close and tough game in the first half, lately Berks has kind of had their control to it, but it's been hard fought on both sides. And we've seen a lot of the out-of-conference games this year. As we head towards conference play, Berks looks like a team that you don't want to mess with. I definitely say they're looking for that top seed spot as we move towards conference tournament time in about a month.
That just, once again, goes back to the fact that they seem to be perennial favorites here in conference play, as they won 7 straight ENIAC championship titles from 2013 to 2019 before COVID happened.
Wow, now that's just a great program on the other side of the field. Wells has had their moments and has made some great plays. It's just all about the consistency, as there's the corner kick from Penn State Berks, and it is out of play. Bouvier on the goal kick. Tipped by a Berks offender, and there is a penalty. Is there going to be a card here, Connor?
No, I think it's just a traditional foul. I don't think there's going to be a card here. But who knows, And we have the Wells defenders forming a wall here just in the edge of the 18-yard box. That appears to be number 16, right?
Yep, Catherine Basinger, the freshman from Florida. Oh, yep, that's 16, and it is up. It is
over the net once again. Not quite out into the farm fields, but just off the back fence here as the home run fence, as you would say here for baseball. But another great opportunity, good bit there, but it's not quite the execution.
But no cigar. Is that what they say, the experts?
I don't know. Are we experts? I think we are.
Almost blown our cover there. Wells with possession as it is kicked, and it goes out of play. It's going to be the Penn State Berks Nindy Lions ball.
Nindy Lions.
We really got to go with that mascot mashup one of these days and come out with the rankings next broadcast.
There's going to be two girls on the turf right now. A hard play there as the game continues to go. The whistles appear to not have been blown.
And now they have been blown.
And here comes Kylie, the trainer, out to check on both girls. Hopefully both of them are all right.
Kind of like we say, it's something you don't want to see. Injuries are the tough part of sports, and we're just going to step away for a quick moment as the trainers tend to the players down on the ground.
And we are back. It appears that the injured player for the Wells Express appears to be walking off on her own power, which is always good to see. Once again, hard-nosed football, but hate to see injuries
sometimes
out there.
the price is paid. They put their bodies on the line. A pat on the back for these athletes, just giving it their all.
Yeah, we know the Wells community will support her and make sure that she's okay. It sucks. It's the dark side of the sports industry, especially here at the collegiate level.
Looks like we are about to get play back up and going. Looks like we are about to get it going here once again as the field is cleared and we are ready for play. Now, as always, despite the score, soccer always an entertaining sport to watch, whether it's in person or on the live stream. With that being said, there's still a long season to go. We're about halfway. Don't forget to tune in to more women's soccer games as the upcoming schedule. Connor, I think you just pulled it up. You'd like to tell the viewers at home.
Yeah, so as we approach October, as the season winds into its second month of play, the Wells Express will be on the road on October 1st at Penn State Abington, which will be a 1 p.m. start there in Pennsylvania. And then later that week, they'll be at home against Morrisville State on October 5th at 4:30 p.m. Hopefully we'll be back on the broadcast mics to call that game. I think it's going to be a good game. And then the following, that Saturday, they will be playing October 8th at Lancaster Bible. So back out onto the road as travel is tough once again here in the United East Conference.
As Berks with possession of the ball. On the offensive zone, a nice pass to number 24. O'Donnell is on the attack, bumping bodies with the Wells defender into the corner, kind of obstructive view for us. And Arancio gets the ball, clears it for the time being, and is going to go out of play. Should remain with the Penn State Berks Nindy Lions. Speaking of the Penn State Berks Nindy Lions, let's take a look at their upcoming schedule as they're in the meat of their conference play. And second half.
So they have the other conference game Wednesday, September 28th, against Arcadia University in Reading, Pennsylvania. Then they go back out for conference play the 1st of October against Harrisburg at home, and then away at Penn State Abington October 5th, and then once again back home October 8th against Penn College.
It looks like that Penn College game is home in Reading, Pennsylvania as well. Looks like number 22 for Berks on the kick. And it is a save by Bouvier. 22 with the kick was Morgan Blyer, the sophomore from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Comes by the way of Cedar Crest. Number 22, Morgan Blyer, is a defensive player. O'Donnell with the kick, boots into the offensive territory. Alexis Dixon with a pushback to get out of the zone. Cindy Bateman fighting with number 7, Erna Hadzik, and it goes out of play. It's going to be Wells' ball.
And as we look to the other town scoreboard, today St. Mary's is playing Lancaster Bible in conference play for the United East. Guyudet is playing Penn College. Both should be underway here for the women's side. And Penn State Abington is going to play Morrisville again here coming into the conference play today on this beautiful Saturday, September 24th in the United East.
You know, Connor, we're fully under conference play and we're in the heat of competition, but one out-of-conference matchup that is very striking is Penn State Harrisburg hosting Franklin and Marshall. They are just an amazing athletic program, and that should be a good test for the United East.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice night game here for the Saturday night. It's a 7 p.m. start, so if you guys want to check that out, head over to the United East website here
and that
at gounitedeast.com.
And that is Middletown, Pennsylvania. They will be kicking off. Should be a good crowd, nice little fall crispy day down there in Pennsylvania.
And as the shot goes wide, there appears to be another injured Express here down on the turf. So we will step away for a couple moments again. Hopefully everything is all right. And we are back here at the Wells Turf facility. There's the number 9, Emily Schneider, who is down on the turf, and she's being helped off by the wonderful athletic training staff. Let's hopefully it's nothing too serious, and I hope that everything's going to work out for her. And it sucks to see, and hopefully everything is okay.
For sure. You know, Connor, it's been tough the past few minutes of play. There's been a lot of injuries, like we said, very physical. And soccer, underrated, is a very physical sport.
Yeah. Quite the somber tone here in the broadcast booth. It's something that none of us like to see here at Wells College. A very close-knit community.
For sure. Berks kicks the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Wells' express ball. Throw in there by Lonsky. It is quickly picked up by the Penn State Berks. Lindy Lions, they're on the offensive attack. They're on the push. They have the ball on the far side of the field. A shot. It is up. It is wide left. 17 minutes left remaining in the second half of today's ball game. If you're just tuning in, it is 9-0 Berks. But 9-0. Is that the soccer term they use? You're correct. And, Wells has played great defense in the first half. In the second half, things got a little bit sideways. They went on a very, very hot stretch as Berks scored, 5 goals in this half to this point?
Yeah, 5 goals in this half in the first 30 or so minutes here in the second half. And it's something I hate to see.
Berks with possession. The ball is loose. 2 players going for it. And Penn State picks it up. .24 O'Donnell racing towards the ball. The Berks goalie there kicks it forward. Then it's Sofia Gonzalez still in net for Penn State.
We have the close side of the field. Number 7 has the ball now in the corner.
Erna Hamzik.
And she crosses it in, and it's a nice defensive play there by the Express once again. Staying tough despite what's been going on in today's game. Still fighting for it there on the far side of the field, and it's out, and it appears to be a free kick here for the Wells Express. They look to bring the ball up the pitch and keep these things going.
Connor, it looks like both teams, it's finally taking a toll on them. It's getting a little hotter as the game has gone on. We're playing soccer for about an hour and a half now, so both teams getting a little tired, as you'd expect, especially with 15 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, the weather's cleared up. There appears to be very little clouds in the sky here. Nice, beautiful blue sky, sun shining bright, and it's one of those things where it's like the fall weather here in upstate New York, right? Very different, and changing very rapidly.
Yep, that's one of the beautiful things about the upstate portion of New York. The different season brings different temperatures, different types of weather. As it's going to be a goal kick. Looks like there's a sub for both sides. Number 10 is checking into the game. It's Emily Clapper. She's heading back in. Number 20 for Wells is Morgan Gingras from Bear, Massachusetts. Checking out of the game is number 3 for Penn State Berks. That is Adriana Lepera. And number 21 for Wells is Delaney Beers, the sophomore from Unadilla, New York.
Great mouthful right there.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of that.
Unadilla. I do not know if I'm pronouncing right, but I can pronounce the high school correct. That is Unatego. The pronunciation guy, we got to get one of those for next game.
Yeah. A little phonetic alphabet, eh?
Oh, yeah. A little psycholinguistics. For us.
That was the psychology department here at Wells College.
What is that? 2 broadcasts in a row? Shout out to the psychology department. Shout out to the psychology department.
One of the better departments here on campus. Good psychology program, good professors.
Just like all the other majors here at Wells College, small class sizes, you really get to form those relationships with professors.
Yeah, they're good relationships with professors. They're always looking out for you, and you're looking out for them. And it's a good rapport between two important groups here at the Wells College campus.
And one thing to note, Wells College, all of their athletes like to perform on the field and off meaning in the classroom. They really do take their academics highly here.
Like the old adage is, we are student athletes. Student comes first, not athlete students. And it's the beauty about Wells College is that everyone puts forth the best foot forward in the classroom, and they're really trying to take their education seriously and get everything that's associated with that type of degree. Look at the undergraduate program here.
And that's clear by Arancio. It's Penn State picks back up possession.
Clear ours, full hearts.
And now Wells will take over as it goes out of play.
Cleared nicely there by the Wells Express as we approach the 12th minute mark here.
Looks like that's Anna Bernatowicz with possession. A nice move to finesse her way upfield. A nice pass, but it was intercepted by the Berks midfielder. It's back to number 10. Number 10 is Emily Clapper, having herself a good ball game today. Looks like that's Caitlin Brockner with nice facilitation there, getting it out of the defensive zone. Clearing it. A nice shot and a nice save by Jay Bouvier. That shot was hit very hard, and she does a great job extending her right arm towards the crossbar and making sure that's not even close.
You think we don't have any traction on that? That had some velo behind it.
Oh, yeah. The baseball guys know what trackman is. It can sense the velocity, all that stuff. For soccer, man, that would have had some high numbers on that shot. But Jay Bouvier, no matter how hard that shot was, that wasn't happening today, as that wasn't going to the back of the net.
And it appears to be off the crossbar, a little corner kick action there. Jade once again standing tall. That's her 25th save
25
of the match.
We might get to 30 saves today, Connor, and that is a feat that does not happen too easily.
It's not easily replicated here in this beautiful game, the international game of soccer. It's an international stage, and it happens more often than you think that soccer's played worldwide. And it's good to see that even in the small towns here in upstate New York.
Mr. Worldwide, not Pitbull. Soccer.
A beautiful game.
Beautiful game as well. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Appears to be a corner kick now for the Penn State Berks side. That is... It's been a number of corner kicks here for them.
And it's headed in. It is in the back of the net. Berks gets to 10 goals on the day. We'll get back to you in a moment with who scored that goal. And that was just, you can't defend that. Was that a header there, Connor?
Just a beautiful cross in. They had some good set pieces off the corner kicks. We got to stop those if we're going to win moving forward. It's been a good set piece here and there, and it's another ball that has tickled the twine here at Aurora, New York.
And that was Jada Duran, assisted by Diana Pond. Connor, is that Duran's third goal of the game? Let's double check this here quickly. We've seen multiple hat tricks, right?
That is Jada Duran's second goal of the game.
She's right on the cusp of it. There's been a number of players for Penn State Berks who've played great today. But it seems like it's been the core midfielders and the forwards. I mean, they're all doing a great job. And as that goes, and that is behind the net. A little tricky there. You have the net right next to the fence.
It's hard to see from our vantage point. Need to add some more cameras, some replays up here, get some good shots down the field, but. We're doing our best up here, not the best eyesight. Need to have our carrots, need to see the eye doctor.
Oh, yeah. And Berks continuing to be a force on the offensive side of the ball. Earlier in the game, I thought they were going to maybe take their foot off the pedal, waste some clock, but they're continuing to pepper the Wells Express, and they're just relentless. And like we said, that's probably why they're one of the more successful programs in all of D3 soccer, and especially in the United East Conference.
And another corner kick here for the Penn State Berks side of things.
That is number 16 with the ball. Kicks it back to number 23. 23 to number 17. 17 Klein to number 23. They're going back and forth. The ball movement has been superb on Berks' end. We're trying to call out who has the ball, but it's just flawless. Bing, bang, boom. Tic-tac-toe.
But immaculate, as you might want to say.
Nice stand there by Kunkel on the defensive side to
a good defensive highlight here for Wells College. Kenzie Kunkel's been standing strong despite everything that's been going on.
And what do you know? That's another save for the Express goalie, Jade Bouvier.
Playing phenomenal back there.
Phenomenal, you're right. The scoreboard might say Wells has not played their best, and there's been times where Berks has taken firm control, but the Express certainly have some things to build off this game. It's conference game number 3. There's a long way to go. Everything is still out in front of them. Right now they find themselves in 5th place. I believe it's top 4 in the playoffs, so there's still a lot to play for, like I said.
I think you got to highlight again, resiliency is the key here for the Wells Express. You got to bounce back.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? That's how the saying goes?
Yeah. It's a long season, so you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep your head up. You got to keep working towards the common goal of trying to win.
And a shot, and it is by number 13, it looks like, Connor.
Yes, sadly, another goal here for the Penn State Berks side of things.
If that was 13, that was Jada Duran, the senior, with another goal from Reading.
And I think that appears to be her hat trick again here. There appears to be a couple of players here on the Penn State Berks team that have the hat trick.
Connor, we like to do our 3 stars of the game, and today is going to be a tough one. And although we love to name them all for the Wells College Express, there's definitely some Penn State Berks players who are deserving to be on that
some
top 3.
Nittany Lions, as it appears to be.
Yep, the Nittany Lions are certainly showing out today, as that is 11-0 with 7 minutes left to play. Bernatowicz with a nice kick to Bateman, but then it was picked up by number 10 wearing the captain's band for Penn State. That's Emily Clapper. Clapper, like we said, has a goal and some assists today as well. 13 Durant with the ball, kicks it. It is number 15, Lauren Kimball, picking it up, trying to get it out of zone, and does a great job, but it is picked back up by number 24, and it is a physical play by Kimball as O'Donnell hits the deck. It's going to be a foul.
There appears to be a hard foul there, and a quick turnaround here. Cross it again into the 8-yard box.
Is that number 8? Yes, it is.
Cleared nicely by Oroncio. Very good defensive play there by the Wells Express captain here today.
O'Donnell with the throw-in. Finding Jada Duran, if that's number 13, correct. That is Duran.
Makes a move to the outside here. Cuts back towards the middle.
Nice play defensively by Alexis Dixon to take that opportunity away as Jay Bouvier then finds the ball, kicks it away. It's back to O'Donnell in the offensive zone. O'Donnell, it is kicked away by Lauren Kimball. A nice defensive play there. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the second half.
Yeah, this again highlighting the tic-tac-toe precision passing here.
Tic-tac-toe, that's really what it's about on the offensive side.
It's about the X's and O's, baby.
You're right about that one, Connor.
And the defense standing strong again here for the Penn State Berks side, really pinching the middle of the field and keeping the ball on the offensive side of path. And if there's another clear ball, but that appears to be going out of bounds.
Mixing your hockey and soccer terms here.
Hockey. Forever love right there.
In a sense, soccer is just like hockey, just more spread out and not on ice.
Yeah.
Oroncio with the kick.
Headed beautifully right there by number 24. That's a good touch there as she tries to clear it back. And it stays in bounds.
Sandy Bateman and Alexis Dixon on the defense there, but it's picked up by number 10. 10 to number 8. A shot, but it's blocked by Erica Oroncio. Nice defensive play there by Oroncio. Taking one for the team, letting the ball hit her, but putting the team first, stopping a potential goal.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Team first mentality here at Wells College. You got to put the community first.
There's no lying team.
No.
A physical play there in the zone. It looks like both players are okay. Accidental contact, no malintent, like we said there. Both teams very respectful to each other, although there's been physical times. Great sportsmanship on display by both teams.
That's what the United East is all about. It's about good sportsmanship, and it's about winning and losing with respect. It's not about trying to boastfully do anything or trying to put anyone down. It's about being very respectful towards one another and caring towards something. It's something that we hold true here at Wells College to the honor of, a really close-knit community.
Connor, I just got an update on our computer here in our booth. a nearby local school playing football. Cornell trailing Yale 21-7.
That's not what you'd like to see. The Big Red, big football school. They got to come back. Cheer for my guys over there. Cornell hockey, come and watch. Season ticket holder right here.
One thing you won't need season tickets for is Wells basketball, as they're getting ready to go underway in about a month. Coming off a playoff appearance, the 4th seed in the United East tournament last year. Should be a good season. I know everybody here on campus is looking forward to basketball season. Hopefully we'll be able to broadcast those games for you viewers at home.
There's been quite the buzz around the Wells Express men's basketball team. I know we had court-size season tickets there, but you got to give those off to someone else. Maybe anyone else like to fill in, come let us know. Front line, front and center to Wells Express basketball.
One thing you're forgetting to mention, the tickets, like you said, are free. So if you're in the area, in the neighboring towns, Wells basketball. But let's not forget, there's still a lot of soccer season left as Penn State Berks on the attack, and a shot is stopped by the Wells College Express, but a player is down on the ground.
Cleared nicely as Jade went to get the ball, but the defense came in right behind her and supported her once again to clear the ball from the back of the net. And there's just under 2 minutes left here in the match. It's been pretty lopsided, but it's not the result that you'd like to see. But let's hopefully we can rebound and, resiliency again. That's the key term.
Like we said, it comes down to mental toughness. It's how you bounce back.
It's all about the flow state. You got to find the right state of mind and the right things to get through these tough times. Because everyone faces adversity here in sports. It's about how you can bounce back. And that can translate to other parts of your life. The way you bounce back in sports, you can bounce back from any hardships you face. And it's something that our athletic department is very high on here.
You're right about that, Connor. As a nice save by Bouvier, it's really going to come down to bouncing back, keeping that mental state, and being mentally tough. As sports is a physical game, but it also is a mental game. And
what was Yogi Bear's favorite quote about baseball? It's 100% physical, the other half's mental, or something like that.
Yeah, that's a great yogiism, as they say.
Something that you can keep in mind is that you can train the physical aspects of any sport, but it's okay to train your mind. It's okay to be mentally there and be mentally tough, and it's okay to deal with any hardships that you might encounter.
Well, Connor, as we're winding down, 45 seconds left in the game, the scoreboard is definitely not where the Wells College Express would like to see it, but it's a hard-fought game, and like you said, there's a lot to play for. Definitely some positives and some takeaways that can move on to next game.
There's been a few bright spots here, and hopefully those bright spots can shine brighter next week, and they can keep moving forward. And it's one of those things that you gotta keep going. You gotta build off these little small victories here and there in the middle of the game. You gotta keep building, and it's a process. Something that you can build to the end goal that we have as a goal here as a staff of Wells College. And it appears to be 8 seconds left in the game. And as the game's winding down, I just want to thank everyone for dealing with us up here in the booth. It's been tough with us two schmucks here, but it's been great here. It's been great to broadcast this game for you guys.
And Connor, as the game winds down, we're going to run through the 3 stars. Our first star of the ball game, Diana Pons, 3 goals, 1 assist. The second star is Jada Duran, 3 goals. And there's a number of players we could go through on the Penn State Berks roster who put up a great performance. But that third and final coveted spot of the 3 stars of the game is going to go to the Wells goalie, Jade Bouvier. 29 saves on the day. Despite them scoring 11 goals, she really stood tall and did a great job in that.
Yeah, definitely agree with that list. And we'll be back here in about half an hour time to broadcast the men's game.
We'll see you guys soon.